Okay, hello, this is Tonam here, and today we're going to be trying to install Windows 7 Ultimate on this Dell Optiplex 780 with a new hard drive. This is a 320 gigabyte Seagate hard drive, you can see right here. So we booted the 1998 computer. This is just a standard Windows 10. And it's really slow with this Windows 10. So it's booting. And you should also get a mouse, because you need one of those. Let's just plug it into this front port here. Okay. So now, the first reason why I want to get Windows 8, or not, Windows 7, is because SCP Containment Reach does not work on it yet. I don't know if the graphics drivers are not compatible with this version of Windows, and there we go. That's what happens. Memory access violation. I think that's why, because Windows 10 is using up so much memory that Windows 7, the 32-bit version, could run it probably better. So that's why I decided to downgrade to Windows 7. So let's turn this off, pull the hard drive out, put in this hard drive, and put in the CD drive. Oh, okay. Turn it on, pull this out. Okay, put in the CD, the Windows 7 boot CD. Drain the capacitors. Okay, so unplug these. Let's move the screen over a little, like this. Put the keyboard behind here. Okay. Oh, okay, that's the thing. Let's pull this off. Out these as well. Okay. You can pull the panel off. You can unplug this SSD over here. Okay, just make sure that we drain it, because there is still power kept in the capacitors. Alright, so here is the SSD, a solid state drive, and it is 128 gigabytes. So now, we have that in there. Let's plug in this hard drive. I'm just going to slide it in like this. Okay. We can plug these things in. Where are they? All the way down there. There we go, found it. Alright. Let me turn my lights on. There we go. That should be easier to see. Plug in the data cable if I can. There we go. Now what we can do is that we can plug the computer back in, and it should boot into Windows, or at least get a boot for Windows. Plug the screen in, plug in the keyboard. Where's the keyboard? Here we go, here it is. Right. Do that. Okay. So now we need to plug the mouse in. Okay. Alright, turn it back on. And there it is. It's booting into Windows 7. Good. Alright. So, let's get ready to install this. What? It restarted. Okay. Probably does that. Hopefully it does that. Hopefully the, let's see. Fixing mode. There you go, loading Windows files. It has a Windows 7 in it. There we go, it already loads. Wait, does the hard drive have a Windows 7 install ready? I should probably format it first. I didn't format that. I should have done it. Oh well, I was going to do this. Hopefully it's booting from the CD. Okay. Alright, this is not boot from the CD. That is a boot from the hard drive, which has a Windows 7 install on it. Okay then. So this would be as easy as the compact one with the Xbox 360 hard drive. Which, by the way, when you reload the Xbox 360 hard drive from the Xbox 360, it looks like a P90. But that's just my opinion. Alright. What we're going to do now is that this is not going to do anything. We're going to grab this, because it has Windows 10, but it's such a low generation you can't really do anything with it. Let's just shut it off. Drain the power. Move everything aside. And just install Windows 7 like this. Let's push these two buttons here. Okay, plug this and unplug that. So this is a Windows 7 install. I should probably keep that, because it probably has a product key. This also has a product key, but it's such a low generation of Windows 10, it's basically useless. Especially on a computer like this that is made specifically for Windows 7. Of course, the graphics drivers would be compatible with Windows 7. That's why I think getting Windows 7 for this is the best option. So now let's take out the CD and just plug in this, because it's just going to boot from the CD. But when you have a live system, what we can do, we put out the CD. Oh, okay then. Put out the CD. Okay, is it? Get the external hard drive. Put it on the top like this. Do that, plug it in. So that's going to boot it to Windows 10. And also there's an SSD, so it loads fast, but the processor is what's keeping it back. So now we got that in. Let's go into this. Windows 7, Windows 7, Windows 7, where is it? Windows 7 Ultimate, here we go. Setup. And yes, we need a setup here. And then install. Alright, we are installing Windows 7. Move the camera up a little bit. Kind of off-centered Let's do it like this. There we go. Let's see. Don't need updates because, yep, we agree to these rules that no one reads. Yep. So now, this is system reserved. Oh, what? We'll then go on to this. Yes, next. Okay. So it's copying files. Great. 4%, 6%, 7%, 9%, 10%, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 23, 24, 26, 27, 29, 30, 32, 33, 35, 36, 38, 39, 41, 42, 44, 45, 47, 48, 50, 51, 53, 54, 56, 57, 59, 60, 62, 63, 64, 67, 68, 70, I skipped 69, 73, 74, 76, 79, 76, 79, 88, 84, 86, 87, 89, 90, 92, 93, 95, 96, 98, 100% complete. Alright, extracting files. This might take the long, okay, 2%, 4%, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, what? That's it? Oh, okay then. Very interesting. Let it restart. Okay. Wait, so does that mean we could have Windows 8 and Windows 10 at the same time? That's probably better. I mean, two operating systems is probably good as well. The Windows installer. So installing the Windows. Okay, 20%. Come on, 23%, 24%, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 35. Okay, this is okay. 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 47, 48, 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, 59, 60, 61, 62, 64, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 70, 81, 82, 83, 84, 86, 87, 88. Come on, 88, 89, 91, 92, 94, 99, 100%, yay. Alright, that's good. You should skip the update install because it's not connected to the internet. So there we go. And then I'm just going to click this because what's the point of waiting that extra 10 seconds? And then Windows, okay, there we go. So now it comes with an option, what Windows you want to boot into. And then you can choose Windows 10 or Windows 7. Oh, it updated the screen. Now it's a higher resolution. And it's not stretched out. Unlike the Windows 10, which was stretched out. So that's plus. What is this? Oh, the Windows 7 Ultimate Disk. Let me put this thing into here. I actually have two Windows 7s. A Windows 7 Standard Edition, which turned out to be a Windows 7 Ultimate as well. And a Windows 7 Ultimate. So I have two Windows 7 Ultimates. But I'm not giving them away because in case one gets scratched or if I put it into a CD drive that is broken and it destroys the disc and I still have a spare. Finishing install. Okay. Then we will probably need a product key, which I have on the case. Thought. Ah, yeah, wait, what? Oh, it's on the top. Well, okay. Oh yes, I used this hard drive to boot a computer in school. So that's why I just forgotten it had. So that computer now works. We fixed the computer. It had a broken processor. I unbent the pins. Then we kind of unplugged a broken CD drive, which didn't even turn on, which was stopping the computer from booting. Then we didn't apply thermal paste, so we don't use it that much. Also, it doesn't have a product key for the operating system, and we installed, it didn't even have a hard drive. We put a hard drive in it, which was this hard drive. I got a Windows 7 Ultimate installed on that, so that's why this has it on there. And we took out the RAM that was incompatible with the motherboard, and now the computer works. Even though it had a bent processor pin, or multiple pins, or just one, because someone just jammed it in there, the processor. Okay, so now it's testing video. Okay. I couldn't read it because it's in a different language, but I speak that language. So it has this line which tests the video. Okay, now we've got this. So now we need to put in is that it? Alright. Okay, next. Just the normal YouTuber name. Next. And then, let's see. I'll have a proper password this time. Okay, so now two operating systems have two different codes, so that's good. There we go. Next, product key. 9CPH2. 9CPH2. BC, ETC. Oh, Wait, there's stuff before that. Okay. Is it a C or a G? It's a G? If it's not a G, then it's a C. Okay. Okay. Next. Okay, it's probably a G then. Now it should work, because it said that it's incorrect, and now it is correct. So now it's processing something. Oh, what? So it's not working, that's what it says. Okay, so it's not working, so let's just do this. This will be a 0-0 zone, so do this. Okay, next. So now the resolution is working properly, so that's a win. Alright, so now this is a fresh Windows install. And let's go into my passport. Let's go on to SCP containment breach. Okay, now we can go all the way up to 1080p. We couldn't do that. Well, we've got another GPU. Okay, so that's why Windows 7 is so much better than Windows 10. There's so many more options with this because more drivers are compatible with Windows 7. Let's go this resolution because it's the highest resolution you can really go. Launch. And there it is. It loads. That's what I mean. It's working now. And that's what I mean with Windows 7. It's much better, but CX doesn't know this because how would they know this? The only thing they know is how to get money. Right, load. Oh, we can have the same files. I mean, yes. Let's load every room. And it's also a pretty decent machine for Windows 7, so you could play some okay games on it. Okay, something is going to happen. Oh, it's just adjusting the screen. What happened to the computer? The computer's not doing anything. The screen is... what? Let me unplug the screen. Wait, what? What? It just restarted. What? That's very strange. Wait, it probably did it for the password. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, it probably did it for the password. Okay. Actually, what we should do is we should drag the entire SCP continuum folder onto the desktop, and then like this. Oh, this is really fast. 15 megabytes per second. That's pretty good speed for this computer. Well, it has an SSD, so it makes sense to why that would be. But this is 500 megabytes. That was about 20 seconds of loading. Let's go 720p. 16-bit, because, well, you know, maybe it will improve the performance and loading speed. Alright. I can move everything around. Okay, good. Load game. Every room. Alright. So here we are. Oh, come on, what is this? What is it doing? What is it doing this for? It's so strange. Just restarting itself. Okay, fine. Alright. Let's unplug the USB device because we don't need this. We don't need the USB device. Maybe that's what's causing this. Okay, just normal start. It can cause it. It is a thing that would happen. Right. Okay. let's try this again. Actually, let's go into Word. Or this. Okay, so here is the specs. And it only uses 3 gigabytes of the 8 gigs because it's a 32-bit Windows, I think. Is it 32 or 60? 32-bit. So the so you can take out some RAM. You don't need it. And Core 2 Duo, Intel Core 2 Duo E8400 at 3.00 gigahertz. Now that's pretty good processor speed. And it is getting a bit warm. I'll probably check the thermal paste in that. That's probably what it means. So yes, we can probably remove those as well. So yeah. 3 days left until the automatic product key thing. Okay, so it wants product key in 3 days. But if I rewind the date back to those 3 days, then it will never ask for it. Hopefully that's how that works. Or probably that's how that works. I mean, of course, if it does not, then I just reinstall Windows. That's simple, because the product key there, it was thinking about it, but then it did not. Because it's not Windows 7 Professional, which is what the product key is for. Windows 7 Professional. As in the compact, Windows 98 was for that exact version. So there is this. Actually, let's leave it like this. See if it's from the SCP containment breach, or if it's from the just standard thing. Or if the processor is overheating, then that could also cause this. Or it could even be the side panel. We usually put this side panel on, just in case that's the thing that's causing it. And the screen is really pushed to the side. That is usually not that good of a sign. Let's load the game, let's load this. So now it's loading from the SSD. It's a Core 2 Duo V Pro. I don't know what V Pro means. It probably means it's extra performance, maybe, I don't know. I've seen V Pro processors before, but I don't know what it is. Okay, it's loaded. So of course, that will be it for this video. Oh, what is that? Is that the Shy Guy? No. That is SCP, the Bell. The Bell SCP, because they rang the bell. Ah, that's the Plague Doctor, that is. Where are we on the map? Okay, this is a good place to be, and I've been caught by the Plague Doctor. I should have probably known that. So what did I need here? Okay, so we were already that way. Okay, so it's not doing it anymore. And it's frozen. Oh, it restarted. It's probably SCP containment breach then. Okay, that is really warm. That's definitely not normal. I might have to order some new thermal paste. I don't look at the thermal paste now. Okay, turn it off. And the fans are not working that much either. Alright, so unplug this. Yeah, it's really getting warm, but it's definitely not normal. Let's move all of this aside. So let's have a look. So let's take out this first. Alright. Okay, the SSD can also come out. So the processor is under this. Yeah, this is not very warm, this. So it's probably the thermal paste. Where's the screwdriver at? Where can I put it? Where did I put it over here? Oh, it's on the floor. Alright, let's take out the CD drive as well. The CD drive is not warm. It's just the processor. There's something warm over here. Maybe it's the RAM. Yeah, but the processor is over here, so it is the processor. Come on, do it. Okay. Alright. So the thermal paste. What happened, I think, is that it's dry. But this is not very warm, the actual... Maybe because it has a large surface area, but it's not very warm. As well, the processor is really, really warm. It's probably the processor that is happening to. So now let's flip it on its side and inspect the processor. Make sure... I'm just going to take the processor out and put it back in. It's basically what I'm doing. Right, to do that, I'm going to do this. It's still a bit warm, but it's not so warm on that part. Oh, there are no pins on this. So let me actually wipe some thermal paste off of this. Intel Core 2 Duo. Yeah, so it is an Intel Core 2 Duo, as you can see. If you can see this. So yeah. You just put the processor back into where it's supposed to be. So it's supposed to be like this. Alright. Let's put some thermal paste on there. Okay, so I rubbed some thermal paste on there. Let's get this thing a bit more concentrated. There we go. Alright. So this thing here goes onto there like this. It will still need thermal paste though, so... Because this will just be a temporary thing. Alright. So now that that is a thing, we can put this tray back in. There we go, we can stand the computer up like this. We might as well uninstall the RAM that is not necessary. Install the blue one, uninstall the blue ones. So how much is this blue one? This one is 2 gigabyte. 2 gigabytes. Yeah, because there's 2 gigs. So it's probably, so it all adds up to 8, yes. Yep, that is that. Okay, now that we got that away from there, let's put this CD drive back in. It's a 32-bit Windows, it won't use any more than 4 gigs. It doesn't even use 4 gigs, it uses 3. Or more specifically, 2.97. Because that's how they... Because 2 to the power of 32, 2 being a yes or a no, just a bit, or 0 or 1. So 0 is a no, 1 is a yes. And that's how bits. That's the bit, 1 bit. And to the power of 32, so that's 32 bits. So 32 of these numbers. So there's 4 billion different combinations. So the first 2 zeros is the bits, then it's kilobytes, then megabytes, and then the gigabyte. So then we've got these 2 modules right here. You can use this for something else, from some other desktop computer that we are going to probably get anytime, if we need it. So now let's see if the computer turns on. Let's reconfigure it with the new gigabytes of RAM. It could even be possible that it was the CD drive causing the error. But I doubt that the CD drive is broken. The only thing I would know that I've noticed is that it doesn't appear in the menu. So like... And also it didn't boot from the CD. It was not supposed to boot from the hard drive, it was supposed to boot from the CD. But it didn't. It booted from the hard drive. So that's why I think that the CD drive would be broken. So it just freezes, and that's it. It restarts itself. Let's check if it is actually working, see if I put the processor in properly. Alright, the amount of system memory has changed. Strike F1 key to continue. Run setup utility, press F5 to run onboard diagnostics. I'm going to go with F1 because, yeah, normal start. So now that's thermal paste with my hand. Should be fine. Alright. Okay, so it works normally. Let's go into this, there, this, system. So now we've got 4 gigabytes instead. And 3.21 is usable. So I basically just downgraded, which is better than the upgraded. Same with the Windows 7. I downgraded this to something that is much worse, but is better. So it's worse and better at the same time with this particular computer because it's made for Windows 7. And that's what the drives are compatible for because it was made for that. Made for this one operating system. Alright, so now that it works, now that it's fine, of course I will turn it off because I don't want the process to overheat too much. And I'll probably get some more thermal paste for it, or new thermal paste. So that is going to be it for this video of installing Windows 7 onto this Dell Optiplex 780. So that is going to be it. Bye.